पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद, श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंदा। हरे कृष्ण हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे हरे, हरे राम हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. So, welcome back to our Bhagavad Gita discussion on the Sarartha Varshini Tika, which is the commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakra Thakur. And along with the Sarartha Varshini, we are discussing the sub commentary to Sarartha Varshini, which is called as the Rasikaranjan commentary. Now, we are somewhere halfway on the ninth chapter, and we had a 1 week break, more than a week, I feel, because yesterday we could not have a class because there is still some power issue failure and tower is not working. So I had to come to a friend devotee's house here nearby the temple where they have a dedicated broadband connection. And I hope it is working well. So we will begin now where we last left. Now we have been discussing chapter 9 and we saw the first three verses, how the ninth chapter is Raj Bhuya Yoga because Krishna is giving further his Aishwarya Gyan knowledge, Jnana, uh, by which one can develop Kevala Bhakti. And then he gives this knowledge in verses 4 to 10, which is Krishna's inconceivable relationship with the material world. So after giving this knowledge, there are these, two extremes. One is those who understand Krishna, who from whom all these materialists come, when he comes in the human form, he is also one of us like that. And his body is made of Maya. These are the impersonalists. So the impersonalists mistake Krishna's body to be material. And that's why Mogasha, Mokarmano, Moga Jnana, Vichesasa. And the other extreme is the Kevala Bhaktas, who understand uh, in truth Krishna, and having understood that, they take shelter of the Daivim Prakritim and Bhajante Ananya Manaso Gyatva Bhutadim Avvayam and Satatam Kirtayantuma. Now, these other three types, which is spoken in the 15th verse, is a quite critical verse, as we discussed, I think, in the last class, practically an entire class on this, I feel. So, this 15th verse is a very critical verse because it mentions how, yes, Jnana Gena. So, there are these three types. They are called as Yajante, not Bhajante. Upasate, Mam Upasate. So, there are the Vishwarupa Upasakas and Pratik Upasakas. Prataktvaina Bahuda and Bahuda Vishwatomukam. Also, Bahuda can be used, as I mentioned, for Prataktvaina Bahuda and Bahuda Vishwatomukam also. Sometimes you can see here thinking of themselves as non-different from me, Ekatvena, one with me, worshipping me in different forms, Prataktvaina, worshipping me in different forms, and worshipping me as a universe in many ways, Bahuda Vishwatomukam. So we saw the Brahmavadis, the Brahmapasakas are discussed in chapter 12. The Vishwarupasakas are discussed in, chapter 11. Ekatvana is chapter 12. And Vishwarupasakas will be discussed more in 9.16 to 19, which is the next section. And the Prataktavena, in one sense is 9.20 and 21. And the results, what they attain also is mentioned here. No, 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 sorry. Results is not mentioned here. 9.20 and 21 only it is. 22 is comparing that with Ananya Bhakti. So, in one sense, this 9.15 unfolds 10, 11, and 12 chapters of the Bhagavad Gita. So, we have seen this verse. Ekatvena prataktvena bahuda vishvato Mukam. Now we'll come to in the in this section, the 16.19, the Vishwarupa Upasana has been dealt. So among the three, Krishna speaks about first about the Vishwarupa Upasanas. Okay, let's continue. I hope, yeah, recording was taken care. Okay, these are the famous verses. All four verses are taken together. अहम कर्तुरहं यज्ञः स्वाध्यायहम् अहम् औषधम् मन्त्रोऽहम् अहमेवाज्य अहम् अग्निरहं हुतम् पिताहमस्य जगतो माता धाता पितामहः वेद्यं पवित्रोऽङ्कार ऋक्साम यजुरेव च गतिर्भर्ता प्रभुः साक्षी निवासः शरणं सुहृत् प्रभवः प्रलयः स्थानं निधानं बीजमव्ययम् तपाम्यहमहमहं वर्षम् निग्रामि विसृजामि च अमृतं चैव मृत्युश्च सद् असच्चाहमर्जुन अहम कर्तुर अहम यज्ञ स्वाध्यायहम अहम औषधम मंत्रोहम अहम एवाज्य अहम अग्निर अहम हुतम. Now, I don't know whether you are familiar or you must have forgotten. Krishna had mentioned about in the yajna, about Agni, about all these, aham aushadam, So, where had he mentioned? Anyone has any idea? Where had he mentioned about any previous verse in the previous chapters you can recall? Anyone? Navneet Kalra Mataji?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji Dandavat.
Yes,
Not
your
sure,
audio is a
Prabhuji.
little feeble. Maybe my volume has to be, yeah, my volume has to be increased. Yeah. Yes,
Not
Mataji.
sure, Prabhuji.
Okay. Anyone else would like to try? Sri Lalita Mataji, yes.
Prabhu in the fourth chapter,
Which verse?
28.
What is that 28 verse?
Prabhu, I have the book with me. I'm seeing and telling Prabhu.
Yeah, please see and tell.
Dravya Yajna, Tapo Yajna, Yoga Yajna, Satapal.
Yeah, those are the different types of yajna, but here he's saying aham, aham.
Okay.
Yeah, Vinuta Mataji had raised her hand.
Dhanvat Prabhuji. Prabhuji, I'll try. It is in seventh chapter, but which slokas exactly? I don't remember.
Seventh chapter, no, it is in the fourth chapter only.
Fourth. Okay.
Sri Lalita Mataji is very close, but the verse is actually this is that Brahmarpanam Brahmahavir Brahmagno Brahmanahuto Brahmanahutam Brahmena Tena Gantavya Brahma Karma Samadhina. So Brahma means spiritual. Arpanam, Brahma Havi, the fire. Brahma, sorry, Havi is the ingredient, sorry. The contribution Prabhupada says. Brahma Agno, fire. The supreme is Brahman. Prabhupada sees so meticulous is in his translation. If you read, you will, Prabhupada here, Brahma says spiritual in nature. What? The contribution. But here, when it comes to, the Havi, he says Brahma, and then Brahma, Agno, the fire of consummation. So, who is that Brahman? It's not, clear in this verse. But here in this verse now, who is it? Who will answer? Who is that Brahman? Who is the Brahman? Yes, Sri Lalita Sumukhi Mataji.
Krishna, right? Prabhuji?
Yes, Krishna is now identifying himself with that. So, the Bhagavad Gita, actually, if you see, in one sense, is progressive. But Prabhupada, right in the first purport only, he reveals who is the actual truth for us so that we are clear. But in the flow of the Gita, if you see progressively, Here Krishna is identifying Aham Yagya, Aham Agnir, Aham Hutam. So like that. Okay, so there is a very brief commentary on this verse. We will go through it. I am the sacrifice mentioned in Shruti and Smriti. Aham Kartur, Aham Yagya. The offerings to the Pitras, Swadhyaham, the herbs, Aham Aushadam, the mantra, the ghee, Mantroham, Aham Eva Ajam is ghee. The fire and the act of offering, Aham Agnir, Aham Hutam. I am the father of the universe, Pitamasya Jagato, the mother, the maintainer, the grandfather, Mata Data Pitama, the object of knowledge, the purifier Om, Vedyam Pavitram Omkara, the Rig, Sam, and the Yajur Veda. Rig, Sam, Yajur, Eva, Cha. So now here Atharva is not mentioned, the Atharva Veda. Many ask that question, but the Cha refers to Atharva Veda. I am the result, the master, the controller, the witness. Gati, Bharta, Prabhu Sakshi, the abode, the shelter and friend, Nivasa Suranam Shurit, Sharanam Surit. I am the creation, destruction, and maintenance. Prabhava Pralaya Sthanam. Prabhava is the creation, Pralaya is the destruction, Sthanam is maintenance. The treasure, the indestructible cause. Nidhanam Bijam Avayam. I create heat, tapamyaham, withdraw rain and then shower it. Aham varsham nigranami usrujamicha. I am liberation and bondage, amritacha mrityushchaya, the subtle and the gross, O Arjuna. Sad asad chaham. Arjuna. Sad refers to subtles, asad refers to gross. Now this can have different meanings, and Prabhupada uses subtle and gross to be matter and spirit. So it can be interpreted in different ways. So let us see what Prabhupada interprets that. Sad and Asad. I'm sure I remember vaguely, but let's cross check. Yes, you see, spirit and matter, but subtle and gross also. So like that, Prabhupada gives very elaborate commentary on these, and we should read that. But let's go into the understanding now. Worship of the totality of abilities. Now, see the definition of Vishwarupa Upasana. Please try to understand this conception. This conception is not very clear sometimes to devotees. Worship of the totality of vibhutis, thinking is called Vishnu is everything, is called Vishwarupa Upasana. Everything is Vishnu. You know, the totality of vibhutis and the thinking, the conception is everything is Vishnu, is called as Vishwarupa Upasana. Prabhupada uses the modern term pantheism. You know, how can how one can worship you as Vishwarup in many ways? You know, Bahuda Vishwato Mukam. So in many ways, Bahuda it is mentioned. The Lord speaks 4 verses in response. Krutu means sacrifices mentioned in the Shruti, such as the Agni Stoma. So Krutu refers to sacrifices which are in the Shruti, like Agni Stoma. Yagya refers to sacrifices mentioned in the Smritis, like Vishwadeva Homa. So Yagya refers to Smriti homas like the Vishwadeva Homa. Aushadam refers to food made from herbs. There are, actually many types of food, especially in Ayurvedic treatment. They give particular types of rice which is boiled in milk and some herbs, which is it's like the medicine. So I am that. In fact, do devotees know what is the mantra we should chant, especially when you're taking Ayurvedic medicine? You can do it for allopathy also. So anyone knows what is the mantra we should chant? What is the mantra we should chant? What mantra we should chant while taking the medicine? There is a famous Dhanvantari mantra also. I don't recollect that, but yes, Mataji. Yes, Mataji.
Prabhu, is it that Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantri Amritakalthastaya Sarvamaya Vinashnaya Trilokyanataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha?
Yes, yes, that is the mantra. This is also a simple mantra which I read in one of the articles. which is Aushayet Chintayet Vishnu. While taking the mantra Aushadam, one should remember Vishnu. That's it. You know.
Okay.
But the Dhanvantri mantra is also very famous.
We chant for our Guru Maharaj every day, Prabhu. This 108 times. Om Namo
What
Bhagavate.
is the mantra you said?
Dhanvantri mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya Dhanvantri Amritakalasastaya Sarvamaya Vinashnaya Trilokinataya Shri Mahavishnave Namaha.
Yes, yes, correct. Yes, so there is this Dhanvantri mantra, but Aushay Chintayan Vishnu. Chintayet Vishnu. While remembering Vishnu, one should take the Aushadam. So that is also one simple mantra. The Dhanvantri mantra is also there. So one needs to, remember Aham Aushadam. I am that medicine. Aham Aushadam. Okay. Yes. I am I am father, Pita, because I gave rise to individual and total ingredients, material cause for all the universes. So this is a very, very interesting explanation, and I will go to Prabhupada's commentary on this because we can have a very deeper understanding. So I am the father of this universe because he's the creator of all the ingredients and by which we get this body. So in that sense, the father is one who gives the body in the form of the seed and in the womb of the mother. So like that, Lord Krishna through Mahavishnu impregnates the jivas in the pradhan. So like that, the Lord is the father. And I am the mother, Mata, because I hold within my womb the universe. The universes come from the body of the Lord. And this whole Brahmanda also is like, in one sense, everything, is coming. So like that, it's a very universal vision of how Krishna is the mother and father. I'm the nourisher of the universe. I'm the grandfather because I produce the creator of universe, Brahma. For Brahma, the Lord is father. So, but I'm Pitamaha, no? Pitamaha. Pitamaha is mentioned, no? Pita Aham. Pita Aham means he's, uh, you know, he's the Pita of Brahma. I'm the object to be known. Vedya Aham. Hmm? Vedya Aham. Vedyaham. And the object which purifies, Pavitram. I am the result, Gati, or the destination, the master, Bharta, the controller, Prabhu. Now here Prabhu means the controller, the seer of all good and bad things, Sakshi. So when we address anyone as Prabhu, na, it's very deep. You're my master, I'm your servant. The abode, Nivasa, the deliverer from danger, Sharanam, and the motiveless benefactor, Suridam. I am the act of creation, destruction, and maintenance, Prabha, Pralaya, Sthanam. I am the treasures, Nidanam, such as Padmadidi and Shankanidhi. Note, these are some of Kuvera's treasures. The cause, Bijam, which is indestructible, unlike rice and other seeds, which are temporary. So, the Bija refers to the eternal seeds in one sense. Being the sun, I cause heat in the summer and shower rain in the rainy season, and sometimes I also hold back the rain. I am liberation, Amritam, and repeated birth and death in bondage, Mrityu. I am subtle and gross, Sadasat. Thus, a person thinking that I am all this worships me as the form of the universe. So, this is the conception of a Vishwarupa Upasaka, and this has a lot of application in Bhakti. So, I'm just going to take about Pitaham from the Bhaktivedanta purports, and please try to hear carefully what Prabhupada is trying to say. Pitaham. Prabhupada says the entire cosmic manifestation, moving and unmoving, is manifested by the different activities of Krishna's energy. In material existence, we create different relationships with different living entities who are nothing but Krishna's marginal energy. Under the creation of Prakriti, some of them appear as our father, Our mother, grandfather, creator, but actually they are part and parcels of Krishna. So, our father, mother, or anyone, because they are all ultimately created by the material existence, but in the relationship they have appeared like this. But all are Krishna's energy, part and parcel of Krishna. As such, these living entities who appear to be our father, mother, etc., are nothing but Krishna. What is Prabhupada saying here? They are nothing but Krishna. They are nothing but Krishna. So please try to understand this statement. In this verse, the word Dhata means creator, not only our father and mother, part and parcels of Krishna, but the creator, grandmother, and grandfather are also Krishna. Now, proper statement is still a little shocking. Actually, every living entity being part or parcel of Krishna is Krishna. Seems like Mayavad philosophy, no? But this has a very deeper seeing the universe as, thinking like it is energy of Krishna, so it's one as good as Krishna. Achinta bhed, bhed abhed. Achinta, no bhed. We don't do any bhed. There is oneness we see. So please try to meditate on this statement. Actually, every living being being part and parcel of Krishna is Krishna. But this statement should not be taken, you know, qualitatively he's Krishna, but not quantitatively. Because he's a part and parcel. He's an amsha of Krishna. Okay. I hope you understand the statement well. Okay, so let's go ahead. These verses are thus connected from the last part of verse 15, which mentions the universal form, Vishwarupa Upasana. Okay, I thought Bhaktivinoda Thakur has written a commentary. No, he is not written for this. Okay, now if you have any questions, you can raise your hand. So you're free to raise your hand. I'll go to now the next two verses which speak about Pratik Upasana, and you have to understand this very carefully. Traividya mam somapaput papa यज्ञैरिष्ट्वा स्वर्गगतिं प्रार्थयन्ते ते पुण्यमासाद्य सुरेन्द्रलोकम् अश्नन्ति दिव्यान् दिवि देव भोगान्. Knowers of the three Vedas, Vidya, worshipping me indirectly, Mam Ishtva. How? Through sacrifice, Yagir. Jnana Yagena Chaparne Yajanto Mam Upasate. So these are the Vidya people who also worship Krishna but indirectly. And how they do? Through yagya. Drinking somapa, and becoming purified. Puta papa, pray for Swarga. Swarga gatim pratayante. Attaining punya in the form of the planet of Indra. Punya asadhya surendra lokam. They enjoy. Te ashnanti. What? In heaven, the celestial pleasures of the devas. Divyan divi deva bhogan. Deva bhogan. They enjoy the pleasures of heaven. Deva bhoga. So, people are interested in bhoga here in this material world, but what is that compared to Deva Bhogan? We just can't even fathom. Now, please hear very, very carefully and try to understand this verse. Those devotees who worship me through the three methods and know me as a Supreme Lord become liberated. Three methods. Which are the three methods now? Which are the three methods? Let us see how attentively we are hearing. One second. Sri Lalita Sumukhi Mataji.
So I don't know whether you mentioned it now, or is it Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Bhakti Yoga, Prabhu?
Okay, interesting answer.
You mentioned it now, Prabhu. In the some time back, you mentioned, is it these three methods?
No, I did not mention.
Okay, I thought I missed. Okay.
Yes, Navneet Kalra Mataji.
हरे कृष्ण प्रभु जी एकत्वेन प्रतिकत्वेन विश्व रूप उपासना
Yes. Ekattvena, Pratakttvena, Bahuda Vishvatomkam. These are the three methods. They worship me, him only. Jnana Gena Chapa Anne Yajanto Mam Paste. And what is the result? They become liberated. Please mark that. So in the footnote, Bhanu Maharaj mentions that these three types of devotees are classed as inferior to the other types. I don't know whether the footnote is. Yeah. These three types of devotees were classed as inferior to other types and performed Jnana Yagya as part of Bhakti. Jnana Yagya Chapanya. Please remember, please, please carefully read. That's why the verses. 9.15. Very critical. Jnana Yagya Chapanya Yajante Mam. I've seen marked it. Jnana Yagya Yajante Mam. So these three types. So these three types perform Jnana Yagya as part of Bhakti. There is Bhakti because they are worshipping the Lord. So there is Bhakti, but through Jnana Yagya. And this Jnana Yagya is of how many types? Let us see now. Jnana Yagya is how many types? I'm putting a very simple question, but a little twisted way. How many types of Jnana Yagya there, Sri Lalita Sukmukhi Mataji?
Oh, I'm not sure, Prabhu.
Huh?
Is it austerity like that, Prabhu? I don't know, Prabhu. I don't know.
Okay. You have the book with you?
Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita?
Yes.
Please read 9.15.
Huh.
Verse.
Yeah. What should I read in that purport? Is it?
Read the
1 minute.
verse.
Okay. ज्ञानयज्ञेन चप्यन्ये यजन्तो माम् उपासते एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन बहुधा विश्वतो मुखम्.
So now, what type of yagya they perform? Krishna is saying?
Cultivation of knowledge. ज्ञानयज्ञेन.
Jnana yagya.
Yeah. Huh.
And they worship whom? Krishna. Yajante Mam.
Yeah.
Correct?
Yes.
So Yajante Mam. What are the different types of yagya you mentioned?
एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन.
Hmm.
Oh, I don't know, Prabhu.
No, it's
बहुधा.
mentioned. No? It's mentioned. You read it from the verse. Ekatvena.
पृथक्त्वेन बहुधा.
Bahuda Vishvatomukam.
हाँ.
So which are the three types of Jnana Yagya performed?
एकत्वेन पृथक्त्वेन बहुधा.
Vishvatomukam. That's it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. Hmm.
This is Ekatvena Prathaktvena and Bahuda Vishvatomukam. Clear, na?
Yes, Prabhu.
So these are the Jnana Yagya. But Yajante Mam Upasate is there. So that means there is also mixture of what? Bhakti.
Yeah.
It's not just Jnana Yagya. But there
Yeah.
is it is part of Bhakti. So there is Bhakti element.
Yeah.
So because there is Bhakti element, that's why they attain liberation. Because the worship is inferior to that of Ananya, and mixed devotees.
Yes.
So this three types of devotees, it is inferior to Ananya Bhakti. That is well understood. And the mixed devotees. Now, who are these mixed devotees? Do you know? Whom
You
are
you
referring?
told Guni Bhuta something. We were seeing last week something from Guni Bhuta Bhakti, Mishra Bhakti, different types of bhakti is an element,
No,
but people.
no. Guni Bhukta Bhakti is, the first six chapters, Mataji. Up by now, you should be very thorough and clear about this. We have spent now 4 months studying this Bhagavad Gita now. 4 months we are studying. So, Guni Bhuta means first six chapters of the Bhagavad Gita, right?
Yes.
Where Bhakti is a secondary element. But who
Yeah.
are these other mixed devotees? They are not called as devotees only, first of all, the Guni Bhuta. They are called as, their path is called as Karma Yoga, Jnana Yoga, and Ashtanga Yoga. Correct, na?
Mm.
So who are
Yeah.
the mixed devotees? Mishra
Gita has
Bhaktas. Huh?
4 types of devotees worship me.
Yes. Who are those?
Uh, uh, the Artati Jigyasu Vijnani.
Correct. Okay. So there are three Sakama Bhaktas. Please now mark this, otherwise, when you read next time, you will not. There is one, Nishkama. So this is called as what? Karma Mishra Bhakti. And this is called as what? Jnana Mishra Bhakti. Jnani.
Yeah.
Artho, Jigyasu, Artharthi, Jnani cha Bhartashapa. Correct?
Yes.
And then there is Mokshakami.
Yeah. Those are liberation.
This is the 7.29 and 30. And there is one Yoga Mishra Bhakta that is mentioned in the 8th chapter. Right?
Yes, Prabhu.
So, because the worship is inferior to that of Ananya and mixed devotees, so Ananya Bhakti is there, which is the highest, which is pure devotion. Below that is the mixed devotees, where all these categories are discussed from the 7th, 8th chapters. And then there are these three categories, Ekatvena, Prataktvena, Bahuda, Vishwatomad. So these are below the mixed devotees. Are you getting this point?
Yes, Prabhu.
They attain less than Salokya. Because these attain Salokya. You have to understand. They attain Salokya, these mixed devotees.
Okay.
But these Jnana Yajna devotees attain less than Salokya. So that's what is mentioned. I hope everyone is clear about this. Okay. But those who follow the material karma do not become liberated. Okay, I will take up questions. This is explained in 2 verses. But those who follow material karma do not become liberated. Now, please mark this also. And please note down your questions because we have to complete the verse discussion. Then only it will become more clear for us also. Okay. Those who study and know the Vedas, three Vedas, Rig, Yajur, and Sam, or those who are absorbed in the karmas described in those three Vedas, not knowing that Indra and other devatas are actually my forms, and consequently worship me indirectly through worshipping those forms, Mam Ishtva, drink the remnants of sacrifice, Somapa, and thus attain Punya. So that's it. What I'm not able to go back to the Bhagavad Gita. I don't know. 1 second. One second. Yeah, I have come back. Yeah. Chapter 18. Just give me a minute, please. So I'm just going back to referring to. I'm referring to Vishwanath Thakur commentary actual book so that I can Uh, I feel that there is something more mentioned, but here it is not coming out. 1 second. Just opening the book. What happened? It's not moving ahead. Just a minute, please. Yes. Mm, 9 point, it is, yeah, sorry, yeah, I got it. Mhm. Yes. Okay, that's it. Yeah. Okay, that's attain punya. Okay, Bhakti Thakur. Only when there is some scent of bhakti in these three types of worship does a living entity begin worshipping me in the form of Parameshwar. So this is pantheism, seeing everything, all the manifestation of the energy, vibhutis within the manifestation and conceiving that as the Lord, you know. So there is bhakti, there is a kind of bhakti, you know. He will gradually give up the impurities of mixed worship and attain liberation in the form of my Shuddha Bhakti. So ultimately, he has to, attain, if he comes in a touch with a pure devotee, then he'll attain Shuddha Bhakti. Please remember. If the worshipper abandons the false conception of himself as being Bhagwan, as in Aham Graha Upasana process, he can gradually attain pure Bhakti by properly deliberating on Bhakti. The idea in the Pratik Upasana process that other demigods are Bhagwan, why this mistake, everywhere it has creeped in. Simple thing, but the idea in the Pratik Upasana process that other demigods are Bhagwan can also gradually culminate in realization of my Sarup, composed of eternity, cognizance, and concentrated bliss. Deliberating on Tattva in the association of saintly devotees. I mentioned now only when you come in association. The unsteady knowledge of Paramatma in the process of Vishwarup Upasana can also be removed by gradually realizing my Sarupa. The worshipper can then concentrate on my human-like Sachidanand for feature. But if a person who performs one of these three types of worships persists in his attraction for karma and gyan, which is a symptom of his aversion to me, he cannot attain all auspicious bhakti. Because of this aversion to me, those who identify themselves with their object of worship, aham graha upasana, gradually fall into the network of illusionary mayavad reasoning. That I am God. So this is the danger in aham graha upasana. The pratik upasakas become bound by the laws of karma prescribed in Rig, Sam and Yajurvedas. So just like the ahangra upasakas, uh, meditating on the self, which is also spirit, which is part of the supreme spirit, because the self is part of God, it is when one says godly, I am God, that kind of sense is actually a very lofty understanding in spirituality. But the danger is what happens? Those who identify themselves with their object of worship gradually fall into the network of Maya. Similarly, the Pratik Upasakas who consider the demigods, you know, as vibhutis of the Lord, they become bound to the laws of karma. Having studied the three types of Vedic knowledge, Trividya, which give instruction on karma, they become freed from sin by drinking Somapa, the heavenly nectar. They worship me Traividya Mam. Please remember, Traividya Mam is mentioned. By sacrifice and pray to attain heavenly planets, Swarga Lokam of the demigods as the result of their pious deeds. Thus they attain the divine pleasure of the demigods. Okay, we'll go through this verse and then we'll take questions. Te tam bhuktva swargalokam vishalam shine punyamurtyalokam vishanti evam traidharmyam anuprapanna gatagatam kama labante. Having enjoyed the vast pleasures of Swarga, Vishalam, Tam Vishalam Swargaloka Bhuktva, and exhausting their merit, Shine Punne, they return to this planet. Te Martya Lokam Vishanti, following the rites of the three Vedas. Evam Trai Dharmam Anu Prapanna. Anu Prapanna means they follow that. Desiring objects of enjoyment. Kama. They take repeated birth and death. Gata Gatam Labante. So Vishwanath Chakravarti, one line, being filled with desires for enjoyment, they take repeated birth and death. Gata, agata. Okay. So any questions you have now before we go into this verse? This is a very interesting verse which we will discuss in detail. Any questions, any clarifications? There were two hands which were raised. Yes, Sri Lalita Sumukhi Mataji.
Prabhu, I just missed who you said, Prabhu, get Salokya Bhakti. They get lesser than Salokya Bhakti, these three. Ekatvena.
Yeah, they get lesser than Salokya. The Salokya is got by the Mishra Bhaktas,
Okay.
mixed devotees. That
Okay.
we have
Okay.
discussed in the second chapter.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay. Vinita Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, Dhanwad Pranam. Prabhuji, I just want to understand only one thing. Constantly, twice we have mentioned three Vedas and the fourth Atharva is not mentioned. So, like, what is the reason for that?
Basically, for performing any sacrifices, na, Rig, Yajur, Sam. The Atharvaveda is basically while performing the yajna, if there are some mistakes or corrections, there are mantras chanted for the corrections. But it is basically these three Vedas which are used for yajnas.
Okay.
So like that, that's why sometimes only Trividya is referred. Okay.
Okay.
Navneet Kalra Mataji. Yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. I'm a little confused between why are they lower than the Gyan Mishra Bhaktas?
The Gyan Mishra Bhaktas, the Gyan Mishra Bhakta comes out of, he's Nishkam in the sense he has no material desires, but he wants to have the knowledge of the Lord. So, and he wants to know the Lord. But here also they are Gyan Yagya, Yajante Mam Upasate. But, these perform Gyan Yagya. Gyan Yajna Chapanne Yajanto Mam Upasate. But their conception, they directly approach the Lord. Out of distress, they are approaching the Lord. Krishna, please free me from this distress, But here they are approaching Ekatvena, Pratatvena, and Bahuda Vishwatopakam. So their object of worship is who? The object of worship is indirectly Krishna, not directly Krishna. Are you getting this point?
Yes, whether it's like a Vishwarupa
Yeah,
Upasana.
this Vishwa only they see it as the Lord,
And what about Arthartis? When we talk about Arthartis, they are directly worshipping Krishna.
Yes, they
So
are
that's
worshipping Krishna to attain wealth, like Dhruva Maharaj. But he's not worshipping the universe, to attain wealth. He's directly worshipping Krishna. Are you getting this point?
yes, I'm getting this point, but in Gyan Yogis, all I don't know whether it's Yoga Mishra Bhakti when they also meditate on the Vishwarup. They're lower
No,
than
no, no.
that
Yoga
also?
Mishra Bhakti, they don't meditate on the Vishwarup. Yoga Mishra Bhakti, the meditation, there is bhakti, but also there is a mission of yoga. Bhakti is predominant, first thing. you know, Chetasa na anyagamina. They, and they fix their consciousness on the Lord who is, he is the Anyor
Yes.
Anyam. And the Bhagavad Gita 8th chapter, verse 8th, they meditate on the qualities of the Lord. Sarvasya dhataram achintya rupam. 8.9. Kavim puranam anushastharinam anyoranyamscha anusmaritya sarvasya dhataram achintya rupam aditya varnam tamasa parsnat. He has got a very effulgent body, which is transcendental, So this is the meditation they have, dhyan, which is part of Ashtanga, but they have bhakti also. And Brur Madhye Bhaktya Yuktena Yoga Balena Cheva. So that's why there is a mission of, in Bhakti, there is mission of yoga. That's why it's called as Yoga Mishra Bhakti. Are you clear about it now, Anu?
I'm a little confused because even in Srimad Bhagavatam, there is about the meditation on the Vishwarupa. That is
Yes.
Yoga Mishra Bhakti,
That is Virat Purusha.
Virat Purusha.
Yes,
So
yes.
this is different than Vishwarupa.
Yeah, see, there is, and again, this is a very vast subject, and second canto, if you study, it's not so very clear. You'll have to study it carefully, that entire canto, and try to understand. There, initially in the second chapter, there are Ashtang Yogi mentioned who meditates on the gross universal form, and one who meditates on the subtle universal form in the form of the Paramatma in the heart. Now,
Yeah.
both are, Vishwanath Chakravarti in his commentary mentions as they are of the category of Bhakti Mishra Yoga. Are you understanding what is Bhakti Mishra Yoga?
Gunibhuta Bhakti?
Yes, exactly. Wonderful. It is Gunibhut only. Because the yoga element is more prominent. There is a
Yeah,
small element of bhakti.
Bhakti.
Okay.
So now these three are even lower than those.
These three are even then lower than those, means which are those, you have to tell me.
This Gunibhuta Bhaktas.
Definitely, there is no doubt. The Gunibhauta Bhaktas are still lower. Please
So
understand, we are in the
if
middle
there
six,
is a
we
yeah
are in the middle six chapters.
no about these Ekattvena and Pratikvena, like if I have to figure out these are the lowest, even lower than the Gunibhuta Bhaktas.
No, lower than these are coming in the Gunibhukta category.
Okay, so they're
They are the
in between.
lowest. Because here bhakti is predominant, Mataji. Please remember,
Okay,
they attain only liberation. The Gunibhutta Bhaktas.
yeah,
Karma, by the process of karma, they attain either Gyan Yoga or Ashtanga
Ashtanga
Yoga.
Yoga.
The
Yeah,
ultimate relation, this is liberation.
yeah,
But here, this is because they are worshipping Krishna, it's not just liberation. They attain the plan of Krishna, but a lower level, lower compared to Salokya.
okay.
They attain the spiritual planets. They are not like though who attain the impersonal Brahman, which the Guni Bhuta Bhaktas attain. Are you clear or no now?
Because of the predominance of bhakti. So
Yes, yes, yes.
uh,
But within that, there are different levels.
yeah,
There's Ananya
okay,
Bhakti, there is Mishra Bhakti, and within Mishra Bhakti, there are different levels we have seen now. The
yeah.
Karma Mishra, the Jnana Mishra, the Yoga Mishra, and then there is now these three categories. They are still lower like that, gradation
So
wise.
Virat Rupa Upasana is Gunibhuta Bhakti.
Virat Rupa, that is not the term which is used. The
In the Srimad
Virat
Bhagavatam.
Purusha it is.
Yeah,
It is a
Virat Purusha. Yeah. So
Please
that is Gunibhuta Bhakti.
see these terminologies can be used synonymously, but the conceptions are different. That is the Virata Purusha,
Yeah,
and
Virat
there is
Purusha.
this Vishwarupa.
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 But these two are not the same.
No. No, again, I'll not go more further in detail because I'll have to give an entire class on this.
So if I have to read on my own, I just go through the verses and then the.
Well, it is very difficult to understand. Um,
Because I just got confused between the Virat Rupa and Vishwarupa. Virat
no,
Purusha
there
and
is, see,
Vishwarupa.
the Virata Purusha is a conception,
Okay.
whereas the Vishwarupa, which is in the Bhagavad Gita, is actually, it will come in the 11th chapter. It is a
Okay.
top down. Top down means actually Krishna himself expands and shows the universal form,
Yeah.
right? So it's
Yeah, which
spiritual.
was.
It is
Yeah.
spiritual. It is spiritual.
Yeah. Okay.
Just like Vaman, who is, dwarf, suddenly expands and becomes Trivikrama.
Yeah.
So that form, Trivikrama form, is spiritual.
Yeah.
But Krishna, in the form of his energy, he has expanded in the form of this universe.
Yeah.
And conceiving this form as the form of the Lord. The lower planets as his feet, the middle
Yeah.
planets as his belly, the upper planets as the chest, then the the Paharlok, Janalok, and Satyalok. Satyalok is his crown head. So this is a conception. The
Okay.
universe as compared to the 14 planet system, which is conceived as the Lord's body.
Got it.
Because the energy is not different from the energetic, this kind of a conception which is given in the Shastra, if one meditates, there is purification happening. And this Virata Purusha is a conception. There is no form of the Lord which is having the lower planets as his feet. There is no such form existing.
Yeah.
It's a conception. Please remember.
Okay.
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 Are you
Thank you.
getting this point?
Yeah. Yeah. It's a little more clearer than it was before.
Yes, yes. It takes quite a lot time to understand these things, and what is here now given in brief. When you study more the second canto, one should study the second canto thoroughly many times, and then it will start becoming clear also. And it is very important that we study second canto to actually make some advancement in Krishna consciousness, because the first and second cantos are compared to the lotus feet of the Lord in the Padma Puran. So as long as we are not steadily, you know, fully taken shelter of first and second canto, we cannot move ahead. Just like if your whole foundation of your body is, how
Your feet.
well grounded you are in the feet. If your feet are not grounded, then you'll stumble. So Prabhupada mentions that, that one should study the first and second canto very thoroughly. Okay. Yeah, Nandini Mataji, you had a question?
Krishna Prabhuji, Dandavat Pranam. Prabhuji, if we want to like have a flow chart or hierarchy type, then the first will come bhaktas, then will come this
Ananya
artho
Bhaktas, you have to be very specific.
ananya bhaktas, then
Yeah.
artho artati jigyasu, those four categories.
Yeah, below Ananya Bhakta is the Jnana Mishra Bhakta.
Okay, Gyan Mishra Bhakta, then these four categories.
Four
After
categories. Which are the four categories?
those worshippers of this ये आर्तो अर्थार्थी जिज्ञास
So in that also there is a gradation. One is, the Jigyasu is the next.
हाँ yeah
And
that's
then there is
four
the Artharthi and the
अर्थार्थी
Artho.
then
Artha and then the Artharthi.
yeah
Okay.
then
Like that. And after
afterwards
that below is,
three this
these
एकत्वेन
three.
पृथक्त्वेन
These three.
विश्वतोमुखम हाँ
Yeah. In these three now, again, acharyas differ. In this, the highest is considered Angrupasana, but some say that is the lowest. And there is
Means
reasoning each acharya gives. No? Haribol,
Haribol Prabhuji.
I heard something. You said
I
something?
mean, yeah. I said ki means ekatvena. You're
Yeah,
mentioning.
Ekatvena. Ekatvena is enough. So I've been showing you this chart. If you remember, you see, I had mentioned this. Of course, I've not drawn the diagram, but it's very, very clear. Like, you see, this is the Brahmapasakas. They
Hmm.
worship the all-pervading spirit.
Hmm.
It is spiritual. And the Vishwarupa Pasakas, they worship the universe as a form of the Lord.
Hmm.
So the universe is a material thing. But because they are worshipping it as the Lord, there is no difference between the energy and the energetic. So this is on a little lower level, Vishwarupa Upasakas. So accordingly, the destinations also will be there. Based on the conceptions, there are different levels of destinations. It all depends on the conception. I hope it is clear now.
Yes, Prabhuji. So after this, Prabhuji, that then after these three categories will come demigod worshippers.
No, demigod worshippers is not coming in this categories at all now.
No, after that, Prabhuji, lower than this.
No, 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 no. Demigods will not come. They don't worship Krishna, na? They mrityu samsara vartamani. That means they attain the cycle of birth and death. No, no. After this, even after the four
Then.
types of devotees who surrender who come to Krishna, the Sukritanas, then there is a moksha kami.
Hmm.
They understand Brahma, Adhyatma, Adibhuta, Adideva. And then there are the Yoga Mishra Bhaktas. And after that, these three categories are there. Ekatvena, Pratatvena, Bahuda Vishwatam.
Hmm.
Demigods, worshippers remain in the planet of either here in the material world or they go to there and again they come back here. They are back in the cycle of birth. That Krishna is going to explain in the next few verses. Or he explained now already. Shine Punya Marte Lokam. Okay, I hope it's clear.
Yes, yes, Prabhuji. Yes. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Any other questions anyone else has? Okay, this will become more clear when we will now again come to 9.23, 24, 25. It will become more clear. Now it's already 8:15 and I don't want to start this verse 9.22. It has 7 slides. I'll take it up because you can nicely relish your samadhi today. Samadhi means taking rest, sleep. Ananyaschintayanto mam ye jana paryupasyate tesham nityabhiyuktanam yogakshemya vahamyaham. On the other hand, the happiness of my Ananya Bhaktas is given by me. It is not obtained by pious acts. Now, Krishna is comparing the destination attained by Prataktvena devotees. They attain Svargaloka, Shine Punye. It is mentioned Shine Punye. By what? They have attained this by what? By Punya. By performing these karmas of Trividya, Mam. You know. So, but his devotees also attain happiness. But this happiness is given by Krishna. Just imagine this. It is not by pious acts. They are at all times Nityam well versed with matters concerning me, Abhiyuktanam, and are always ignorant of other things. Or the phrase can mean that they constantly desire to be in my association. What a wonderful mood Vishnu Chakratagir is bringing. How can you be in constantly in Krishna's association? Who will answer? Let us see. How can you constantly be in Krishna's association? Yes, Sri Lalita Sumukhi Mataji.
Satatam Kirtayantam, constantly chanting the holy names.
Wow, wonderful. I think you constantly chant. That's why you know the secret.
I don't chant constantly.
For such persons, huh? who constantly desire my assistance. I take care of their attainment of wealth. If you want wealth, Krishna takes care. And their maintenance, Shemam, though they do not expect such things. Now I'm here in one flat, and the Mataji told me, I said, you have nice bhajan kutir. She said, Krishna has given this to me. So that was a mood. So Krishna takes care of attainment of the wealth for his devotee. It would be unsuitable for the Lord simply to say that he performs these acts. Thus the word vahami, meaning carry, is used. The use of the word vahami indicates that the Lord bears a burden of maintaining their bodies in the manner that the householders take the responsibility for maintaining their own wife and children. Now, those who are householders, they know how much burden they have to take of the responsibility of maintaining, children and home and all that. So just like this burden we take, why we take this burden? Because we have love. Similarly, the Lord has love for his devotees. And that's why the Lord takes this burden. Thus, one should not say that, like others, their attainment or preservation of bodily needs is due to karma. Still, since you are Atmaram, enjoying within and indifferent to all things as a Supreme Lord, where is the question of you bearing this responsibility? The Shruti says, Bhaktir asya bhajanam tad iha mutra upadi amushmin manakalpanam etad eva naishkarmyam. So this is the definition given in the Gopaltapanishpanishads. Bhakti is the worship of the Lord. Bhaktir asya bhajanam, concentrating the mind on him. Nairasyena amushmin, renouncing all material desires and enjoyment. Upadi, in this world, iha and the next. Iha amutra. It destroys all karmas. Mana kalpanam etad eva naishkarmya. So there's no question of karma. Bodily needs meant due to karma, because devotee has no karma because of his practice of Shuddha Bhakti. Because my Ananya Bhakta, please remember, Ananya devotee has no karma due to lack of desire, Naishkarmam, his happiness is given by me. Though I am indifferent to all else, I have great affection for my devotee. This is the cause. One should not say that in giving the burden of their maintenance to their worshipper Lord, the devotee shows lack of prema. In fact, they do not give to me that burden. Rather, I by my own will accept it. The devotees, how can, the devotees who have prema for the Lord give such burden to the Lord? No. The devotees don't give that burden. Rather, the Lord on his own will accepts this burden. It should also be understood that I am not bearing it as a duty in the manner that I create and maintain universe by my will alone. Rather, being attached to my devotees, I take greatest pleasure in taking care of their needs, like carrying the weight of one's lover. So, if one is carrying one's lover on the shoulders, that weight is not the weight. It doesn't feel him heavy because of the love. So similarly, that burden for Krishna is like that. Bhaktivinoda Thakur, you should not think that these three types of upasakas, worshippers, who have fruitive desires attain happiness and that my bhaktas suffer. My bhaktas think of me without devotion, ananya. For the maintenance of their bodies, they accept anything that is favorable for their bhakti to me and they reject all that is unfavorable. Because they are sharnagat, anukulesya sankalpa, pratikulesya vajan. In this way, they are nitya abhiyukta, or ever united with me through devotion. Free from selfish desires, they offer everything to me only. So they offer everything to me only and no one else. I alone provide all their wealth and any of their other requirements, and thus I maintain them. From an external point of view, the materially motivated Pratik Upasakas and my devotees who accept that which is favorable for service to me may appear to be similar, as both appear to be enjoying the objects of this world. However, there's a big difference between the two. I see the yoga necessities and shema maintenance of my devotees, even if they have no material desires. The special benefit my devotee receive is that by my mercy, they enjoy all sense objects. Now, this is very important. Devotees can also be enjoying sense objects, but in a passionate manner, not in a detached manner. There is difference. But the Anyanya Bhaktas, they enjoy all subjects, sense objects in a dispassionate manner and finally attain eternal bliss. However, the Pratik Upasakas again return to the field of karma after enjoying sense. Shine Punne Martelokam. And they do not attain eternal bliss. They go Gata Gatam. I am indifferent to all mundane occurrences, but out of affection for my devotees, I feel delight in helping them in every respect. In my doing so, there is no offense at all on the part of my devotees because they do not pray to me for anything except my favor. I personally supply their requirements. So, this is a very beautiful verse to be meditated upon. Okay, so I'll stop here. But any questions you have on this just now, which we discussed? Yes, Sri Lalita Sumukhi Mataji.
Pratikopasakas are materialistic people, Prabhu.
What is your definition of materialistic people? Can you tell me, Mataji?
Can you tell what is that in the Pratikopasakas? What does that mean, Prabhu?
What is your conception of materialistic? First, tell me.
Who do things for their sense gratification?
So there are two types of materialist. One are the material materialist
Okay.
and one are the religious materialist. So whom are you referring?
No, I know
Okay,
the
I'll make it still more clear. No, this foundational knowledge, if you're not going to have, na, you cannot make progress in bhakti. We have to have clear understanding of definitions and terminologies. Now, in the outside world, people want to enjoy sense objects and they, without worshipping the Lord, they work hard and enjoy. So, these are what kind of materialists, you tell me?
These are not devotees. These are karmis, right? They just do for themselves.
No, no, no. When you use the term, na, karmis can mean material materialist, or karmis can mean those who follow the path of karma, which is given in the Vedas.
No, this is materialist, what you told just now.
There are religious materialists are who? They worship the Lord or they follow the path of Vedas. But they also want sense enjoyment. Are you getting this point?
Prabhu.
So which one you are referring?
I read on that slide that it said that Pratikopasakas and devotees. So Krishna says like that, right, in that shloka. So that I wanted to know who he's referring to.
However, the Patika again returned to the field of karma.
Oh, first line, Prabhu, first line.
From the external point of view, the materially motivated Pratik Upasakas and my devotees who accept which is favorable to Saraswati may appear to be similar. Yeah, because both are enjoying sense objects, right?
The materialistic
These are religious materialists because they are worshipping the Lord, na? But
motivated.
indirectly they are worshipping the Lord.
Okay.
They are worshipping the the devtas, as a form of Brahman, as a form of the Lord.
Okay.
Have you
Got it, Prabhu.
studied the 15th verse very carefully? How the Pratikuspas worship Surya.
What, Prabhu?
How the worshippers worship sun god was mentioned very clearly. Have you referred that or no?
No.
No, we had studied that in the last week.
Okay.
1 minute. I will come to that because if you don't understand this knowledge, jnana, see. So this is the worship by sacrifice of knowledge, jnana yagya, mentioned in the Shrutis. Tvam va aham asmi Bhagavo devate aham vai tvamasi. Oh Lord, I am you and you are I. So this is which upasana? Ekatvena or pratatvena or bahuda vishwatokamukam?
1 minute, Prabhu.
Pardon?
In Ekatvena.
Yes, yes. Very good, very good. Now you see, inferior to this type are others. Now, inferior to the Ekatvena, thinking of difference, Pratatvena, between worshipper and object of worship. Worship me through sacrifice of knowledge, Jnana, in different external forms. That are the Devatas, representing the Lord. These external forms are representing the Lord. And according to the Shruti, Adityo Brahmeti Adesha. The sun is Brahman. This is the instruction, Chandogya Upanishads. So they worship the sun god who is a Devta.
Okay.
And that is an aspect of Brahman.
Yes, Prabhu.
That is an aspect of Brahman.
Okay.
So this is which kind of upasana now?
Aspect of Brahman Vishwatomukam? No, I don't know, Prabhu.
No. Well, you don't know. How can you answer then? I don't know
I
that.
tried. I tried.
No. You have to, process first. Basically, you see, the Devatas are there. So what kind of upasana is this?
Prabhu, like actually, my understanding is that
You have to forget
Vishwatomukam.
your understanding first. You have to try to understand what is given in the Gita.
You tell Prabhu. I
No,
don't know.
here it is given.
Uh-huh.
So these Devata forms, all these Devatas, again, they're a form of Brahman. If you worship like this, Jnana Yajnena Chapanne Yajanto Mam Upasate. Either Ekatvena, you have answered correct. Pratatvena.
Yeah.
No,
You.
Pratak means these different forms of the Devatas. So which upasana is this?
Prutatvena.
Pratik upasanas, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And
Okay.
inferior to Pratik is the Vishwapurupasakas. They worship me as the soul of all. Everything is what? The Lord in this entire universe. No? Bahuda Vishwatomukam. So I hope you are getting now this understanding. We spent one class, 1 hour discussing 9.15. Very critical verse. And all this is also very useful, this knowledge for us. Otherwise, we'll not progress in Krishna conscious. That's why I showed you 9.17 verse purport. And if you meditate on that, 17 or 18, Pitaham, you just read this purport, Prabhupada is saying actually every living entity being part and parcel of Krishna is Krishna. Now, you please read the statement, Mataji.
Actually, any living entity being part and parcel of Krishna is Krishna.
Okay, now you just skip this and read that statement.
Actually, any living entity is Krishna.
You see what?
Ekatvena.
So, we have to start. If you want to become Krishna conscious, what you'll have to see? What do you have to see, Mataji?
Many answers will be there. Which one you're telling? I don't know, Prabhu.
No, based on the statement, you tell me.
You have to see Krishna and everything.
Any part and parcel you see?
Krishna.
That is Krishna consciousness.
Yes.
Very elevated state, right?
Yes, Prabhu.
This one statement, See how Prabhupada is a genius, So I hope you're clear now, na?
Clear. Yes, Prabhu. Thank you. Hi.
Navneet Kalra Mataji. Oh, your time is up. Yes, but still I'll take the questions here.
Prabhuji, if you could elaborate upon the dispassionate point.
Dispassionate means one, uh, when he gets a Rajbhog, he becomes excited. Wow, this is Rajbhog, and he starts overeating. And when he gets a simple rice, Karela sabji, what is this? That means he's attached. Whatever comes, yadricha labh santushto, dvanda atita vimatsara. Hmm? Dukkeshu anuvignamana, sukeshu vigata spruha, vitaraga bhayakruta, sitadir munir vijite. So one who's Krishna consciousness is not affected by all these dualities. So in a
No,
dispassionate manner, he accepts whatever he sees it as Krishna. Krishna's mercy, whatever it has come.
I don't know, Prabhuji. I think I've heard maybe you drew some comparison between a devotee and an Ananya Bhakta and passionate and dispassionate while reading that line. I don't know if I heard you correctly.
I did the comparison, sometimes like, we can make out an Ananya Bhakta doesn't make he he he's detached completely from sense gratification and he's dispassionate about it. That's the point I made. Whereas if we have desires for sense enjoyment, then we become passionate about the food. That's what the point I made.
Oh, okay, okay.
But for a Shuddha Bhakta, he's very detached. Yadricha labh santushto.
He's detached yet passionate.
No, where it is mentioned he's detached and yet passionate.
Passionate about bhakti, I was thinking. Like
Passion, that's not the term I
that's
can
different.
say, we can use. Hmm.
Yeah,
They
yeah.
all enjoy something in a dispassion and finally attain. So this is
Eternal
speaking
bliss.
about, Ananya Bhakta, please remember. That's what.
Okay,
Okay.
okay.
Yeah, there's one more hand raised. Yes, Vinita Mataji, yes.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Prabhuji, my question was regarding Prithak Vena devotees.
Pardon?
Okay. Prithak Vena.
Mm-hmm.
Ekat Vena, Prithak Vena.
Mm-hmm.
Don't we also fall in this sometimes when we go to temples and visit? We visit temples and all, and we pray to the other devtas, but we speak the Maha Mantra.
Well, we will discuss this tomorrow. Let's finish the section on 23, 24, and 25, and I'll more discuss about it.
Okay.
And we will take it up further, okay?
Yes, because my question was related to this
No,
Adhik
we'll take
Maas.
it up. We'll take it up tomorrow. We'll take it up tomorrow.
Okay.
There are
Okay.
different conceptions. We have to become very clear of that. So tomorrow, let me speak about those conceptions. And then
Yes.
please remind me about your question and we will take it up tomorrow. Okay?
Yes, Prabhuji, and just one clarification, confirmation about the 6 types of devotees. Like 3 are Sakam Bhakta,
Mhm.
that is Artha, Arthati, and Jigyasu. Then one
There is
is
one more Sakam Bhakta, but he has desire for
Yeah,
liberation.
yes, Jnani, that is the Jnani.
No, 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 no.
Mokshkami.
Mokshakami.
Yes, Mokshkami, Jnani, and Kevala Bhakta. Right?
No,
These are the
Kevala Bhakta is
6.
not following that category. There is again the Yoga Mishra Bhakta,
Okay,
hmm, who is
Yoga.
discussed in the 8th chapter.
Okay, so your Kevala Bhakta doesn't come.
Kevala Bhakta, no.
Okay,
All these are Mishra Bhaktas. Kevala Bhakta is Kevala Bhakta.
okay,
Krishna is speaking as the topmost devotee. And only
okay,
he attains me. Only the Kevala Bhakta or the Ananya Bhakta attains Krishna.
okay,
Others don't attain Krishna. Please remember that.
okay.
Only 7.1, 8.14, 9.22. Now,
8.14 and 9.20.
2 and 7.1. Kevala Bhakta up till
Yes.
now Krishna has spoken. And of course, 9.13 and 14.
Okay. Thank you, Prabhuji.
Okay?
Yes.
Fine. Thank you very, very much. Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Anant Koti Vaishnav Vrinda ki jai,
Thank
Bhagavad
you.
Gita ki jai. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.